Tree Country 1330 WTRE. It's 9:11 here on this Tuesday morning. We've got the Decatur County Community Foundation and Jenny Hanna. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good. The sun is shining and we have green grass. So
oh yeah, no white snow out there. The green grass is beautiful.
We're hoping the white stuff's gone for the year.
Yeah.
That is our hopes and dreams.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having us this morning. I am joined by Emily Steele, who is chairing our one of our committees this year, and that's why we wanted to stop in today to talk a little bit about our upcoming event that is for the Fund for Women and Children that we hold at the Community Foundation.
You guys have done this for several years now, so getting ready to kick this one off.
Mm-hmm. This is Emily's fourth year.
Yeah, this is my fourth year being the chair of this event.
Yeah, the event. It has a little bit of age to it. The fund does. It was started back probably early 2000s. Some of the volunteers back in that day started the Fund for Women and Children in order to benefit those types of causes in the community. They wanted to kind of support that demographic in particular, whether it was programs, whether it was education projects, whatever it was. They wanted to do something to support those specific areas in the community. And so we had a group of ladies who decided to start this fund and did so by hosting different events that would help to kind of build that fund up to support those projects. And so they had a few events over the course of 3, 4, maybe 5 years or so. Then they took a little bit of a break, and we just recently started it back up, and Emily ran with it and took the reins, and she's here to help me talk a little bit about it this morning.
Yeah.
All right. So when is the event coming up?
The event is Wednesday, April 29th, and it will be out in Westport at the venue on 3. We try to spread the love across the
rotate
county.
around every
we
year.
rotate around.
Exactly.
The doors open at 5:30, and the program begins at 6, and it should last a couple hours. We may go a little over because our panel this year, our event this year is pretty exciting, and I'm pretty excited to talk about it. Or Jenny's excited to talk about it.
We both are.
Yeah. It's April 29th at 5:30 out at Westport on venue on 3.
All right. So what do we have a theme this year?
Yeah, the theme this year is In Her League, Game On, and it's all about female athletes, and we're trying to highlight the athletes There's some are still athletes, some are in athletic roles and careers. So we have a whole panel of names you probably know. Angela Gauck Belter, obviously a golf star from North Decatur, go Chargers. And the golf pro out at North Branch. And then Debbie Haviland, and she's a marathon runner.
She has participated in USA Track and Field Masters Division. She's a gold medalist, so she won, I believe it was the 800 for her age division nationally.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, USA Track and Field, and that was last summer. She won the gold in that, and of course, that's a sport that's kind of near and dear to my heart, so I'm really excited to talk to her. And she got a silver medal, I believe, in maybe the 3,200. It was a longer distance. So for her age division to win that nationally for the USA Track and Field, and
pretty
she's
awesome.
Got local ties. How
Absolutely.
Cool is that?
Yeah.
So she's my idol.
And then Carol Blankman, who is a dragon boat rower?
International Dragon Boat Racing.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's pretty, she did a program at Rotary, and her story is really, really cool. So I can't wait for her to share that story. And then Julie Southworth Grau, she hasn't been around in the community for a long time, but she was the chief operating officer for the Indiana Fever and worked with the Pacers for many, many years. So she's coming back home.
And then she's a Greensburg High School graduate, right?
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Yeah.
And then our last participant is Amanda Meng, who is Greensburg High School's athletic trainer. So kind of a variety in the sports area. And then our MC is Sue
Offenberg.
Offenberg,
Who,
yes.
of course, retired from Greensburg schools, but she was she retired as a school counselor, but prior to that was a coach, basketball coach. I actually had her as my basketball coach
really?
in high school. So she's got kind of the sports history there. She was the PE teacher, health teacher, and basketball coach.
She's
and
been very involved in everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So she's definitely got that athletic background as well.
So she will be the MC herding cats of these panelists here.
Yeah.
So kind of tell us about the event. You've got a panel of different speakers coming in, but how is the event going to run, and are we going to have food? I mean, that's the important part, right?
Of course. So we're going with that sports theme. So we're having like concession stand foods, if you will. So we will have a dinner. And then we have a surprise treat at the end.
Yes.
And then Tammy Winning will, of course, kick off the evening, talk about the foundation. And then we also award the grant at that time, too. And we've had 6 applications this year that were really great. We did choose a winner. We're not going to tell who it is
You're
yet.
not going to spoil it?
Not going to
yet.
spoil it.
Yeah.
So we kind of changed it up. In years past, we've given 3 different grants, but this year we're just going with the one larger grant.
Okay.
So we're excited about that one.
But all of those applicants were projects that would benefit women, children here in Decatur County. So thus it kind of brings it full circle. That's what the evening is really all about, is focusing on projects and programs that are going to benefit those demographics here in the county.
So let's talk about that fund a little bit. As you said, it's been set up for quite a while, but the application process opens it once a year that you can apply for these grants.
Yes, that typically opens in January 1st, and we close it the end of February. So we leave it open for a couple of months, and that way gives people plenty of time to hear about it first and then apply for it. And then our committee members will review all the applications in March. Our board approves the grant. Actually, this coming week, they approve the grant recipient. And then in April is when we will announce it. So in years past, trying to remember some of the programs that we've supported. So, for example, I know many years ago this grant supported like the Pink Ribbon Fund at the hospital, so some free mammograms. It's supported continuing education for adults. There was a gal who had applied, and at that time we had given out a scholarship for her to do some continuing nursing education. As long as we've kind of been in the picture, I think, Emily, last year we did a STEM program at South Decatur.
Yes.
That was our big award winner.
Girls Inc. was a one for the hygiene kits that they supply in the schools.
And then
New Directions.
yes.
They did a
domestic or not domestic violence, but safety kind of education,
Yeah.
like 101.
Okay.
I don't know what they exactly how they titled that, but it was kind of a safety program.
Speranza House has been a recipient. We've had
And then we did Generation Hope, I think, last year,
Yes.
like a junior high kind of mentoring program. So
So it affects women of all ages.
Exactly.
It's very impactful to everybody.
Exactly. And I should qualify, it's a little bit confusing because the fund, I think, is officially titled the Fund for Women and Girls is the official title, but it's kind of evolved not just for girls, it's for children, because we want to be able to support, that obviously youth from birth to grown women. So, but we've encompassed it and broadened it to include all kids. So, yeah.
Now, tickets are available for the event.
Yes, tickets are $30 each, and we have tables of 8 for $210, and you can get those at the Community Foundation or online.
You can go on our website, dccfound.org, and there is a link on our rotating banner where you can get tickets online. Or we've got, posters and different things around town where we've got QR codes available on our website or on our Facebook page, so you can just scan that as well. We do have a special rate for students, $20 for students, because we think the message that these panelists have is very applicable to girls in school right now. So we're hoping that we might get a few students. We know that it's a tough time of year because school is still in session, but we think that they've definitely got a message and there's something there to be learned. So
with the panelists that you have coming in, is it going to be like a Q&A? Are they all going to speak? How is it going to run, I guess?
Sue has a series of questions, and we all come up with some questions. Sue had some questions, and then Sue will ask the panelists particular questions, and then for specific panelists, and then for all panelists. So yeah, it will be a Q&A session, and then of course there will be opportunity for the audience to ask questions at the end.
Some great interaction, and with that lineup that you have coming is phenomenal. It's a wide
amazing.
Variety. It hits a lot of different areas of life and ages as well.
Yeah, I think so. That was kind of the goal. You know, we've got some motivational speakers. You know, when you think about Debbie Haviland being a senior, a gold medal athlete for her senior division in track and field, you know, and you've got, you know, all the way up from her down to Angela, who's relatively not fresh out of college, but she's, you know, we've got a wide variety there to attract, and a lot of different sports, I think, that we've kind of touched on too, from rowing to
running to
golf
to basketball,
so,
to Amanda, who covers
everything,
every
sport.
Yeah.
So
when you sat down to create this event, because that's the challenge, right? It's the creativity behind it. How did you arrive at this theme?
It all started with food.
Most things do in life, right?
She's not lying.
I'm not lying. It started with food. Like we talked about, we've had breakfast at Tiffany's theme, so we had a breakfast theme. We've had last year was just it was a garden party,
tea
so
party.
We had like little miniature croissants and whatever. And one of the gals on the committee, which I will give a shout out to those committee members here in a second, she said, you know, we should have like concession ballpark like food. And so then it just spiraled from there.
It grew.
We're like, what can we do with that?
Yeah, and then here we go.
It's amazing how they just come together, though, right?
Right.
Like one thing and it just
every
kicks
year
it all off.
Every year it just starts with an idea and we just roll with it.
Who are your committee members this year?
So we have Angie Wood, Katie Sparks, Bridget Weber. Oh, I always mess up Elizabeth's last name. Hallstetler. Elizabeth Lecker. Everyone knows her.
We just go with Lecker.
Lecker. Sarah Schneider, Shelley Schutte, Kathy, Amy Kinker, myself, and Jenny.
And Samantha Baldwin.
Oh, and Samantha Baldwin. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot Sam.
Oh goodness,
I can't forget Sam. Sorry,
right.
Sam, if you're listening.
Now, as far as the number of tickets available, the sooner you get them, the better.
Absolutely, and that, you know, like anything, that just helps you to plan so that you can have the best event possible and be able to be fully prepared and fully equipped. So absolutely, we're already at. We usually sell at about 200 tickets, and we're already at about 90 that we've sold. So we're moving right along. And
now is the time.
Now is the time because we still have about a month. So you know, we're already halfway sold out, nearly halfway sold out. So now is definitely the time. We encourage you to get your tickets if you are at all interested.
And it's all for a good cause.
Yeah.
Well, yes, absolutely.
And we do have some sponsors for the event too that I would like to give a little shout out to. First Financial Bank, JC Bank, Dr. Carrie Huntington. Oops, I almost messed that up. German American Bank. We love our bankers. RBSK Partners, Decatur County RMC, Daisy's Doggy Daycare, and Hoshbosh Dairy.
And I'm going to add a couple to that.
Oh,
that you may
good.
not have known about. Power Stream Fiber, energized by Decatur County RMC. And did you say JC Bank?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. And we just yesterday heard from Dana Whitkemper also.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. So we've got a nice
Thanks,
round
Dana.
of yes, exactly. So we thank all of those sponsors because without them, this isn't going to happen.
It's not possible. That's right. It takes everybody to make it happen, and all for the community. So great cause.
Exactly. So yeah, that's where we are on that. We're looking forward to it. It'll be a fun event. We're actually touring the facility tomorrow night to actually kind of get a lay of the land and, you know, scope
the
out.
planning.
And,
Yeah.
kind of.
And this one's a little bit more casual with the sport theme. So we have
Good point.
encouraged everyone to wear like their favorite high school jersey or just their jersey and, you know, their favorite
College jersey,
yeah.
sport
jersey,
whatever. Yeah.
T-shirt, sweatshirt,
And
whatever.
the panelists, many of them are coming in their jerseys. I know Carol Blankman, for example, has said she's going to wear her rowing jersey, you know, and that's a sport that I don't know a lot about. So I think that'll be kind of fun to hear a little bit more about that.
The variety that you have will present so many different perspectives, I believe.
I think so. Yeah. We'll learn a lot.
That's right. I know. I don't know much about rowing either. The other ones I can get in with, but we'll learn about rowing as well.
Exactly.
Again, when is the event?
Wednesday, April 29th.
All right, tickets are on sale now, so get them.
So get them while they're hot,
right?
While they're available. So, and I want to thank Emily again for chairing that event. She does a great job for us, and greatly appreciate all the time that she puts into
cats.
that.
Herding the cat. It's a tough job to herd the cats.
It's a tough job to herd the cat.
Yeah, I am a lot of work. I know. But,
any other news from the Community Foundation?
Well, yes, since you've asked, I did want to give a couple just quick reminders. Our small grants are due April 5th. Those are due the 5th of every even month. Those are up to $2,000. So if you have a project that you're a not-for-profit needing some assistance with to bring to fruition, you can feel free to apply for that. Those are available, again, every even month, up to $2,000. So that is coming up next week. And I also wanted to mention we're kind of hot in the middle of scholarship season. All of those applications have been turned in. Our committees are currently reviewing those applications, and those will be announced on honor days. So we don't have a whole lot of additional information about those right now, other than all of those winners will be announced on the various schools' honor days. And I know I wanted to give a quick mention that we did just recently have our annual meeting. I know you were there. It was good to see you there. That was at the new Fairgrounds Community Building, which is a beautiful building.
So nice. I hadn't been in there yet, so great to be able to see it and look around.
That was my first time in it as well. And the foundation had a little part in that, just as far as helping some of the funds go through to people who are interested in contributing to that project. They sent many of those came through the foundation, and then we were able to sort of help with that on that end. It's nice. The foundation it's just a great thing to be a part of in the community, because we do kind of have our pulse on so many projects in the community. Another of which is the pool project.
That's right, and it's scooting right along.
It is, and it's so fun to drive out there and to see the progress being made. But I did want to offer an update. We are at $3,946,851 raised.
So what is the goal?
The goal is 4.5. Okay. So we're just a little over 500,000 away. So we are so close.
Getting there. Is so the close. Match opportunity still going on, or is that?
So yes, we are going to continue to match some dollars, because we have seen that has really spurred a lot of energy and a lot of interest. So we're going to be able to make that work and make that continue to go on, because it's been a big boost for the pool, and it's helped to make it a true community project. I think that's what's really cool about that match, is that it really showed the community was behind the project. And when we hear people saying, I don't know, you hear a lot of comments and see a lot of comments about, hey, when are we going to get a pool, or our kids need a pool? And that's really what it's about. Our youth, they need to be kids. They need to have a pool in the summer. So, we all grew up with the ability to go to a pool and hang out here at the local Allen Memorial, and we want today's youth to be able to do the same. So
that's right. Now they are hoping to have it open for this season, correct?
We're sure hoping. So weather permitting, that should be a real possibility. That's the goal of the builders. Blue Escapes are out there working on it, and that's their goal, is to have it open this summer. So.
They are busy. I come in that way every morning, so they are busy. They're out there early, and I feel like they're going to make this come to fruition, because it is. They
are dedicated, and they've been they've been very inspiring to work with. They've been very positive and they've believed in this project from day one. Like, even when we were kind of at a point like, how are we going to do this? They were like, nope, you guys got it. We're going to get started. So they probably believed when we were a little skeptical, and it's been great. They've been good to work with. So
If people want to make donations towards the pool, how do they go about doing that?
they can go online to the dccfound.org, and there is a Give Now button up on the top right. And when you click on that, you can actually choose your project or your fund that you want to give to. So whether it's the pool, which, by the way, we call it the Aquatic Center on our site. So if you're looking for pool, it'll show up as aquatic. Maybe I need to address that. But anyway, that's how it's currently listed. But you can give to any fund at the foundation through that button that's on the website, whether it's the pool, whether it's the women's fund, whether it's the fairgrounds community building, a scholarship, whatever it might be, you can give to that via that button.
There are several choices to choose from.
Exactly. I mean, we've got over 70 some funds, so 70 scholarships. So we've got over 200 some funds. So there are definitely options. Of course, you can always mail in a check as well. We are at 101 East Main Street, so we're on the south side of the square. You can mail that or pop in to see us. We're always happy to see visitors, or give us a call, 662-6364.
All right, very good. Once again, the women's event is coming up. Give us all the stats.
Wednesday, April 29th at Venue on 3. Doors open at 5:30.
All right, very good. Event starts at 6.
Mm-hmm. Event starts at 6.
Yeah, that'll give people time to find their seats and mingle.
You gotta mingle. I was gonna say that's social hour.
Exactly.
It gets a little loud.
It gets a little loud when we have all those gals. But it's great.
It's a good time.
And we have had a couple questions. I should maybe mention. Typically, it is women who attend this event, but we have had a few men here and there who have been interested in speakers. In particular, 2 years ago, we had Emily was able to arrange Karen Lane from
Good Bones, the show from HGTV.
Yeah.
Yep, she's an Indianapolis native, so she made the drive down, and she was fantastic. And so we had a couple men that attended that event just to hear her story and show some. She had some slides and things of some restoration projects she had done.
Yeah.
So we won't turn them down. If they want to come in, we will not turn them away.
Exactly. But just know that you will be in the minority.
And you tickets are on sale now, $30. So get those as soon as you can, right?
Right.
All right. And the discount ticket for high school students?
Yes.
$20
$20
for students.
For students. Otherwise, if you've got a group of 8 ladies you want to gather together, you can get a table of 8 for $210. So you got a free adult ticket in there. So.
All right. Ladies, thanks so much for being in with us this morning. Yeah. Great things happening at the foundation always. I know from the Community Healthcare Clinic, we're very appreciative and have big stuff happening in April. So lots more to come.
Awesome.
All right, ladies, thanks so much. It's 9:33 on Tree Country 1330.